Hello everybody, this is Ananya Sikdar and welcome back to my channel Tuning with Mass Communication. Today I'm going to discuss on the topic organizational behavior, its definition, importance and scope. So first we will know what is an organization. An organization is an entity comprising multiple people, such as an institution or an association that has a particular purpose. This means the uh, the multiple people comprising together in an association that who all have a particular purpose is known as an organization. Organizational behavior is the study of individuals, groups, and organizational system. This means organizational behavior is a study of individuals, means it tells us how an individual behave in an organization, how an individual or group of individual behave with each other. It is considered as an applied science which deals with the emotions, feelings, beliefs, perceptions, intellectuality, and mentality of people working in an organization. It also tells us about a person, like what kind of person he is, what kind of mentality he has, what perceptions he has, and it also deals with the emotions, like how he is feeling and his emotions are positive, negative, etc. A human resource is a crucial factor which affects the growth of any organization. This means growth of organization is depend on the human resource. It is a systematic study to examine the knowledge of individual at work and their act within the organization. This means it is a what it examine the knowledge of an individual, means how much skilled he has, how much capable he is to work in the organization, and their act within the organization, and how he behave in the organization, within the organization. It is a field of study which helps in understanding human behavior in an organizational context. What kind of behavior it helps us to understand? The behavior which an individual or group of individual do in a organization, means it is based on a organizational context, and also the interconnection between human behavior and growth of the organization. This means it also tells us about the connection one has with the organization, or the organization has with the individual for the growth of the organization, means and the growth of the organization. This means it also tells like, okay, means what kind of behavior they are having, what kind of knowledge they are having, how much capable they are. So all this includes the growth of the organization. So organizational behavior is also the study of growth of the organization. Now let's discuss on the definition. It is the study to investigate the impact of behavior on an individual, group of individuals, and organizational structure within the organization. The focus is to enhance and apply such knowledge to gain organizational effectiveness. According to V.G. Kondalkar, it is an investigation. What investigation? That how human behavior put impact in organization, and mm, the focus is given to enhance and apply such knowledge to uh, gain organizational effectiveness. And also it focuses that what knowledge has to be applied to gain the organizational effectiveness, means how organization applies knowledge, or how organizational structure help to apply knowledge to gain benefit in the organization, or how individual does it. Then, according to L.M. Prasad, it is the study of human knowledge related to elements of an organization, such as an internal and external environment or social system, superior in technology, and their flexibility to fit in the organization. See, it is also a study of human knowledge, which is related to the how he behaves internally, externally, how much he is how much his behave is affecting the environment or the social system, and how much he has command in the technology, how much he know to operate it, and how much flexibility he has in the organization. Means, is he flexible to fit in the organization? So all these knowledge related to elements of the organization, this known as organizational behavior. According to Stephen P. Robbins, it is a systematic study within organization which is used to exhibit people attitude and their action towards the work. Nothing, it just talks about the attitude and the action towards the work. According to Clark, organizational behavior study means how an individual or a group of individual act in the organization. This means how individual or group of individual behave in the organization. According to Davis, the overall study of human behavior, structure of organization, and their key element, that is technology, environment, and shape. It is the study of technology, environment, and shape of the organization. According to Lutyens, organizational behavior is the combination of total interaction and their interdependency between both of them. This means the combination of total interaction, like how one interact in the organization, how people, how employees, how organization, or it can be boss, it can be employees, it can be a group, how they interact with each other, how much communication goes on, what those communications are effective or not, they have a cordial relationships or not, and how much they are interdependent on each other. Because in every organization, people has to be, individual has to be interdependent on each other. So it is the study of interdependency and interaction. Now, importance. Organization behavior gives the overall idea. The attitude and behavior of every individual reflects their job related behavior and performance. This means it gives an overall idea of the behavior of a person, because the behavior will only affect the outcome. The behavior will show the performance. Like, see, if the person's behavior is positive, his performance will be positive, we can see in his performance. But if he is negative, he will be uh, delaying so many things. Okay, he will have a negative attitude. Multidisciplinary in nature. This means that it is helpful for managing all facets of the organization. Means, see, um, discipline is very much needed. Okay, so in an organization, to stay in discipline is important. So it tells us that there are some methods are there through which uh, we can use in the organization to keep it disciplined. Focus on individual behavior. Individual behavior of an employee includes his response to the external and internal stimuli. Means, it focus on the individual behavior, like how it focus on the employees, that how it responds to the internal and external. Motivating the employees. OB means organizational behavior. Organizational behavior helps the managers in understanding the concept and application of motivation. See, motivation is needed in every organization, because if suppose if boss is motivating the employee, will happen, the employee will feel the sense of belongingness. So he will work more effectively. So motivation is needed, because it create a good relation with the boss. It create uh, they get some positive energy to do the work effectively. Organizational strategies. It is also helpful in making and directing the strategies to achieve short term as well as long term goals. So some strategies are used for directing the organization for a long term and short term. Works for the welfare humans. It is a humanistic approach which works for welfare of human working in organization. It also works for the welfare of humans. For example, see, sometimes employees gets bonus, so it is a kind of welfare, okay. Or some organization, they provide free medical checkup for him and his family, or some free schools, okay. So all these are welfare of humans, like working for a welfare of humans. Scientific in nature. Various scientific methods are used for surveying the attitude and behavior of individual as well as groups. So some methods are used, some scientific methods are there to survey what kind of person he is, what attitude he is having, what behavior he has. Helps in improving relationships. It helps an individual in gaining a better insight into the interpersonal and intrapersonal relationship. See, after the surveying the human nature, what can be done, it helps to improve the relationship, because when we know the person, or when we understand the person, what kind of person he is, uh, it is easy for us to deal with him, which improves in relationship. Maintaining cordial industrial relation. The field of organizational behavior is very useful in maintaining cordial industrial relation in the organization. It helps to maintain cordial industrial relation, because uh, it helps in cooperation. Career management. It is very useful in building one's career in the field of management. See, if you study the organizational behavior, okay, and if you know how to behave, or what kind of behavior is needed in an organization, it helps you in your management career. Because management career, you have to be well behaved, well skilled, well knowledge, and you should know how to deal with the people. Skill development. An important requirement for entering into the modern workplace is to have appropriate skills. If you have skills, you can survive in any workplace, you can easily get the job. So you have to be skilled, because every work depends on this skill. Enhancing organizational behavior and individual effectiveness. An important goal of organizational behavior is to improve organizational effectiveness. What is the main purpose of the organizational behavior? It is to improve organizational effectiveness. Now, the scope. So there are three categories. First is interpersonal behavior, intrapersonal behavior, and then organizations. This means, see, this will tell you like what scopes are needed. Okay, what are the scopes in organizational behavior according to interpersonal behavior, intrapersonal behavior, and organization. So in interpersonal behavior, personality, attitude, perception, learning, opinion, motivation, job satisfaction. And intrapersonal behavior, sorry, this was intrapersonal behavior. Personality, attitude, perception, learning, opinion, motivation, job satisfaction. Now comes to the interpersonal behavior. Group dynamics, intergroup conflict, leadership, communication, transitional analysis, organizations, formation, structure, effectiveness, formal and informal organizations. Thank you. This was the end of my video. If you like my video, please hit the like button, share and subscribe. Thank you.